Hi, Reddit. I'm a 28-year-old woman engaged to my amazing fiancé, Mark, who's 30. We've been together for 3 years and are gearing up for our wedding later this year. The problem is Mark's sister, Sarah, 33, who's been throwing cruel remarks my way for months now. Sarah's always been straightforward, but her comments have recently turned vicious. She keeps hinting that I'm not worthy of Mark and targets my looks with snide remarks. Here are a few examples of her behavior. Once, she eyed me up and down and said, "I always pictured Mark with someone leaner and more polished. Guess his taste has shifted." It felt like a slap disguised as a comment. At a family gathering, she quipped to Mark right in front of me, "Love must really blur the vision, right?" with a smirk aimed at me. Mark gave her a mild reprimand, but she brushed it off as a joke. Another time, during a chat about wedding dress shopping, she sneered, "Hope they stock your size. We don't need a troll bride." Yes, she actually called me a troll while staring right at me. I was floored and hurt. These are just a few moments. Every encounter brings a fresh jab, veiled as humor or concern about my makeup, hair, weight, or even my job, suggesting I'm not driven enough for their high-flying family. It's like she's dismantling me piece by piece. I've tried to shrug it off, but it stings. I'm no runway model, but I've never felt ugly until now. Her words, calling me a troll or hinting I'm unattractive and unfit, are eroding my self-esteem. I'm second-guessing my dress choice and wondering if I even fit into this family. I've spoken to Mark about how Sarah's remarks are affecting me. He adores his sister and insists she's just guarding him. He says things like, "Sarah's always blunt, she doesn't mean it," or "She's tough on newcomers, she'll warm up." He's even suggested I might be taking her quips too seriously, as he doesn't think they're that harsh. It's easy for him to say he's not the one being called a troll. Mark hasn't outright said I'm overreacting, but by minimizing her actions, it feels that way. He mentioned Sarah had a rough breakup years ago and is cautious about anyone dating him. She's now married to a decent guy, by the way, as if that excuses her rudeness. He believes she'll eventually come around, that she's just looking out for him. Meanwhile, I dread events where she'll be, knowing I'll leave feeling terrible about myself. For context, I've always been courteous to Sarah. I admired her closeness with Mark when we met. I've tried bonding, invited her to lunch, asked for her input on the wedding to involve her. But she either dismisses me or uses it to sling more insults. For instance, when I asked if she'd join me and my mom dress shopping, she said, "Someone needs to make sure you don't pick something hideous." I was stunned. I didn't invite her again, and now she accuses me of shutting her out of the wedding. It's a no-win situation. This puts me in a bind. I love Mark and want to marry him, but his sister seems determined to tear me down. I can tell what happened in the short video, full video on my channel link in below.